3D renderings can give you really good results, but sometimes limiting yourself with what is physically accurate or wanting to make a simple change without having to do a lot of test renders can be useful. This is where compositing and post-production come into play. Let's check a few things to get us started. From the render layers, we can tick all the checkboxes of the light section and check the crypto matte boxes too. That is a good start. Then if we switch the 3D viewport to the compositor, we see we have our image as well as a composite node. There are also all the layers we ticked, but right now they're empty since we enabled them after rendering. To fix that, let's render our image again real quick. Basically, the light layers are all the different things this render is made of. The color of the objects, how light fills the scene, their reflections, refractions, etc., so that we can control them even after rendering. First, we need to see how we can reconstruct the original render from these layers. The formula is simple. Add direct and indirect passes of one kind, then multiply them by the color pass of that same kind. After that, we can just add the diffuse, glossy and transmission parts of the image along with the other light layers. Some of them might be empty, like the emission layer, since we don't have materials that have that option in the scene. We will leave the ambient occlusion and shadow catcher layers aside for now. Let's say we want to change the color of the cream topping. First, let's find in which layer it is. It's not in the direct or indirect diffuse layers, but in the diffuse color layer. Now we need to somehow isolate only the part of the image with the cream. For that, we can use a crypto matte node. Pick whether you want to select by material or object, and using the eyedropper, select the part you want to edit. Now if we preview, we can see a black and white mask. Now we need a node for edits, like the hue and saturation node. Plug the diffuse color in it and do the adjustment you want. To mask them, plug the crypto matte in the factor input. This goes for other nodes like the mix, curves, color correction, etc. Now the edited color layer can go back into our composition. For this image, I'll just slightly make the cream color a bit richer. Of course, you can do other things in compositing, like color corrections, like shifting the exposure or the overall contrast of the image using curves. For this image, I will also add slight glare using the glare node. The cool thing about compositing is that you can do quite a lot of experiment and get instant feedback. So feel free to explore the different nodes and settings, now that you know some of the basics. I'd love to see your results from this mini tutorial series, so feel free to post your renders and tag me on Instagram at Blenderisms. Once again, subscribe for more tutorials, and thank you for watching.